Okay, so I was asked many times about using my CBN handstone on the curve shears. How do I use it? And sometime and I was asked like how do I clean them and things like that. Um, Honestly, I don't really clean them that much, but if I do, I usually will use some alcohol, or I would use some mineral spirit. So um, I use mineral spirit, just because mineral spirit, is good to clean almost anything, and it doesn't do much or harm, or and it's just good to use. So I do that, to almost all the tools that I use, and see how much dirt I get um, from removing from the handstone. So basically that's what I use. Okay, and okay, as far as what grids do I use on repairing, that's really depends. Okay, so I also have the ruby stone. The ruby stone that I have is about 3,000 grids. Okay, so the handstone that I have is like a 320, 600, 1200, and 2000. When I will use them on either freehand or in one of these Rhineline makers gadget, or in one of those eagle eyes. When something that I need to be very precise, I put it on the eagle eyes. But anyway, because of this video, I just try to be quick, and I'm just gonna do it like a freehand on the right area only. Okay, so like this one right here, I picked this shears is because it's colored. It's really easy to see, and so I just want to work on this area alone. It's not a very extreme curve, so it's very easy to do. So so a lot of time when when the shears got cut down and got recessed from the throw down, so we need to make a connection from the ride to the ride line. So we need to get this down. So a lot of time I will just work the ride area down first, and then make a little connection here. Then worry about the ride line later. When you work on the ride line, you have a choice to do a freehand or put on the ride line makers, or put on the eagle eyes, or put on other gauges that you use, including my my ride line holder or whatever. So okay, now see, after I use the mineral spirit, and this thing is pretty much all cleaned up. And the good thing about the cleaning is it doesn't really take out anything. It pretty much is bring back to is oh my god, I must have dropped it somehow. Um, Bring it back to to a very good condition. Anyway, so right here, I just usually I like to lay it on the table like that, and then I just work it. Put it on the flat side and work it like that. Okay, hold on. See how it's not easy, even though with a 320 grit scissors. This right here has a little dip. It's not easy, even though with 320 grits. So imagine if you use a ruby stone. So you may have to work this over an hour to get it down. So you really have to work it, and make sure you have a good base to put your hand on, and then just work it like that. And sometimes you found that your stone is getting a lot of deposit from the metal. It's not a bad idea to put a piece of sandpaper. Let's say this is a 320, right? It's not a bad idea to put a maybe a 220, and then just to rough it up a little bit. Okay, it's not a bad idea to just to rough it up a little bit, so you get it all down to and get it all ready again, so. See, this is a 320 CBN, and and the steel take forever just to get it there. This is very important. This is super important to get the shears start cutting. If this is not there, then this shears will not start cutting right. And sure, when we work on this area, we try to avoid having this extension. What we call that, what is that, double rine line going, right? We try to avoid having this extension. I know that sometimes when we work, and we can get past that, and don't kill yourself if you did pass that, and we do have that motion we can go over it, but don't kill yourself, so we try not to, but we will try to make it like that. Okay, try to avoid going over. Okay, but it's not the end of the world. Try to stay flat. Make sure you try to stay flat. Don't tilt it, okay? Try to stay flat. But when you try to do this, always savor to do the inside work first before you sharpen from the outside. Because when you do that, you still have a chance to correct the mistake that you're making doing the inside work. In other words, now I'm doing the inside work. However, if I create a slightly, what do you call that? I don't know, positive angle or negative angle, whatever you call that, okay? If I slightly tilt it over, let's say this way, I'm exaggerating it. Okay, let's say I'm putting this angle like this. But when I'm doing the outside edge sharpening, I still have a chance to correct whatever the mistake I'm making here, okay? So that's you have a chance to correcting the mistake that you make right now. So now, okay, so this right here is, I say, this is acceptable, right? This is acceptable. Remember, grooming shears is all kinds of condition when they come in for repair. So cannot be looking for perfect work, but just to improve it, performance, improving it, is performance. Okay, so this is not perfect but acceptable. Okay, and then you extend the rine line by, you can turn to the round side, and then you can do freehand work. And when you do freehand work, you try to stay away from the spine. Like I said, but now you do a little bit lighter hand. You don't want to be like as hard as like when you work on the rye. You do lighter hand. You do lighter hand. Okay, because you do a freehand. Okay, you do lighter hand. Get the things going. Remember, a right line, it doesn't has to be as wide as you know, as wide as it's like a freeway, you know, as wide as like a freeway for a truck to pass by. You know, you don't have to have a wide right line. Okay, so you stay away from the spine. Okay, I'm using the color of the shears to show you so that I don't have to paint the shears. So now you have the right lines started. I know that when you sharpen the outside, this right line may disappear, which is okay. You can do a little wider if you know you'll be taking out more from the outside. You can do a little wider. Okay, you can do a little wider. Okay, and now you can go down to 600 just to work it a little bit, work it a little bit. Okay, do the same thing on the back side. Okay, now you can go to 1200, do the same thing. As you can feel, you can see from here, it's a lot smoother, right? Now you can stop here, okay, and then you can go to the outside. Okay, you can go to the outside. At the end, at the end, you can smooth it out. Okay, and then depends how much you have reduced the right line after you're done with the outside edge. If you have reduced a lot, you might probably have to restore again for the right line, and then go back to smooth it out again. This kind of adjustment, back and forth adjustment, depends on your experience and your sharpening style. This demonstration is merely just to show you how you use the handstone. It's not show you how to sharpen the curve shears. Okay, not just merely just to show you how you would use a handstone. Okay, all right, this is Alex Lee. Thank you.